Elon Musk says, God message today. I have walked through many worlds of business, facing storms and doubts at every turn, and if one counts only my mistakes, I may appear like the most reckless man alive. Yet when weighed against what has been achieved, the truth begins to shine differently. The worth of being a spark of inspiration is far beyond what most imagine. Elon Musk does not claim to be a savior. He only looks toward the horizon, refusing despair. For him, the mission is simple. This must be done, and if the price is everything, then so be it. He has never needed outside strength because giving up is foreign to his very core. He does not cling to optimism or pessimism, only to the certainty that Tesla and SpaceX will endure. There was a time when Tesla endured the harshest storm ever in the history of markets, more shorted than any other company before it. That shadow attacked hiring, crippled car sales, and tried to kill Tesla at birth. They longed to see it die, but in time they were forced to swallow their losses. The answer then was brutal work, 80 to 100 hours a week, endless weeks, because that sheer grind tilts destiny. Elon Musk warns young dreamers that if encouragement is required, entrepreneurship is not their path. He confesses that almost every piece of Model 3 production fell apart. Cells, motors, paint, assembly, chaos in every corner. He lived inside Fremont and Nevada, darting across the factories, sleeping on concrete floors beside his team. His suffering was never hidden. He wanted them to see him share the same struggle. It was 3 years of hell, 2017, 2018, 2019, the longest and sharpest pain of his life. Only sheer endurance pulled them through the edge of ruin. When asked if this brutal learning gave him an advantage, Elon Musk declared that no one alive knows more about manufacturing cars than he now does. He can trace each part, every screw, every curve of metal, and he speaks calmly of death, saying it may one day bring relief. Still, he longs to witness humanity reach Mars through SpaceX, even if his own years fade before that dream takes flight. Standing with a fortune near $230 billion, often called the richest alive, he remembers John Law, once the wealthiest 3 centuries ago, gambler, collector, admired and envied, who in the end fell into ruin. Elon Musk never forgets that fall is possible. He admits he is expected to lose everything more than once, because who builds rockets and cars believing they will easily succeed? He gave both less than a 10% chance. Bankruptcy did not frighten him. What mattered was the attempt. And when young people across the world beg for his advice, he warns them not to wish to be him. It may sound glamorous, but behind the curtain is relentless stress, endless problems, and a life lived in extremes of fatigue and sacrifice. He urges only this: be useful. Create something that genuinely helps humanity. Contribute more than you take. Leadership is not about craving the crown, but about being thrust forward when usefulness demands it. That is a life worth living. He points to his ventures. Tesla driving sustainable energy. SpaceX ensuring humanity survives as a multi-planet species. Neuralink healing minds and confronting AI risks. The Boring Company easing the crush of traffic. All acts of love for humanity itself. He advises reading constantly, feeding the mind with wide knowledge across many disciplines, exploring until passion and skill finally meet. Search across professions, ideas, and people until that spark is found. The journey for meaning, he says, belongs to all of us. Elon Musk reminds that even in failure after failure, surrender was never an option. He would have to be dead or broken before he quit. Yes, mistakes are countless, and predictions sometimes miss their mark, but more often they are surpassed. What he envisions may not come swiftly, yet almost always comes true. He does not disrupt for its own sake.